Tier lists, the highest form of virtual entertainment. You may have seen tier lists blow up in recent years, with your favorite creators making things from cereal
Probably my favorite cereal of all time. Yes.
to video games,
Do I like PlayStation 2? Well, my man, I believe I do. D tier. You guys are so pissed right now.
to even people.
All right.
Self-titled intellectual.
Jail.
Oh, death penalty.
But where did tier lists come from? Who invented the first tier list, and why are they so popular? Today, we're gonna find out what was If you were to Google what the first tier list is, Google Gemini Man over here is going to tell you that the first tier list came out in 2005 with Tekken 4. In fact, there are multiple websites that will tell you that this is the first tier list. This one even saved a screenshot of it now that the site is down. For most people, this is an acceptable answer and they will move on. But if you've ever been in a room with collective gamer stench, alarm bells might be ringing in your head. I'm a Smash Bros guy myself, and we have documented tier lists going back to 2002. So I did a little digging, and sure enough, October 8th, 2002, a post on Smashboards including the first tier list. And hold it for a second, because I know some of you are going to say that this doesn't count. So here's a more traditional looking tier list from December of the same year. This list, hilariously by the way, has Ness and Curry way above Fox. But let's go back a second. Why is this not a tier list? The information is conveyed about the same, how maybe even a little bit better than the tier list. And we've been ranking things for many, many years. The Billboard Top 100 has been around since 1958. Fortune 500 came out in 1955. Hell, Consumer Reports has been around since 1937. And that's basically just a fancy list. Oh, but Ziggy, that's not a tier list, those are rankings. First of all, I'm not sure I like your tone. But even if that was the case, have you thought for 1 second about how we categorize celebrities? Here's an article from November 10th, 2000, tracking C-list celebrities. That's a tier list. And if how we rate people is a form of tier list, then we can safely assume that the feudal system is the same thing. Serf tier is on bottom, king tier is up top. And this dates back to the 9th century. What is a serf if not just a bottom tier class? But wait, it doesn't stop there. In the pre-imperial age in China, 2,000 years ago, they had titles of nobility. That looks like a tier list to me. Now bear with me for a moment as I tell you about Aristotle. Aristotle was a snobbish, high and mighty He was a philosopher, and Aristotle wrote a piece called Poetics. This is the first known piece of literature that discusses literary theory. In it, Aristotle over here ranks poets into different classes. There are pyramids that date back to 2550 BC, 5,000 years ago. Some people built those pyramids, and some people were in the fucking pyramids. That's a pretty big tier gap right there. The point I'm trying to make here is that if you really boil it down, for as long as we've been around, we're just a bunch of dumbass monkeys who love hierarchies. People have been assigning value to objects and other people since well before I came around, and they'll do it long after I'm dead. We're goblins that can't help but entrust other people to tell us that our opinions are valid. We're imps that read reviews for things that we've already experienced in the hopes that everyone else is having the same experience we had. And you can lose yourself to the existential dread of knowing that we're doing the exact same thing that the Egyptians were doing 5,000 years ago. Nothing changes. Or you can find solace in the truth. The first tier list was for Super Smash Bros. Melee in 2002. Oh, dude. And Little Caesars is like B tier at worst. You guys are sleeping on this one.